Boom. I missed it by 120 seconds. And you know, sometimes that happens. Guys, jump on here real quick and see if we can get the show on the road. See if we can get hit the tires and light the fires. It's always important to have water right next to you so that you don't choke. Do you know, did I share with you guys that a few days ago, I broke this pair of glasses, and I must tell you that I quite liked this pair. I did, and I do, still do. And I am now relegated to wearing this extra pair as a backup. Imagine if in life we didn't have backups. Imagine that. Imagine for some reason, if all we had was one item without a backup. Imagine how chaotic our lives would be for all the nosy people in the world. I'm talking about glasses. I'm not talking about anything else. Because, you know, some of you sorry sapsuckers are going to start saying, I've been trying to tell my wife that for years. Not talking about that. I'm talking about glasses, mate. Right. I shouldn't have even said that. Where did that come from? Where oh where? I wonder. Yeah, for Dwayne, for my goodness. All right, I'm serious. I need to go to the gym. It's that simple. I really do. To try and keep it. Now, listen, the thing about these glasses is that they have this little, here, I'll show you here in a moment, if I can get the right pen. I have several pens on my desk. Right. Did I ever share this with you? I have this little, it's like a little pen holder thing. I've got several pens in here. You never want to put too much in here. It's all, a little dab will do you, a little more will kill you. So maximum in this little one, all you need is 2, because that way it looks neat. It doesn't look cluttered. The moment you start putting 3 or 4 or 5 pens in here, honey, it's clutter city. You never want that, ever. So 2's enough. I have this little pen holder. I will tell you now, you see these little lines? These are the reflections of my, what do you call this? I'm not sure what you call this. Is that the bridge? Is that the brim of the glasses? I don't know. Well, the reflection gives me a teary-eyed effect, like a dark, oily, teary, side effect, which in post is very difficult to fix. Now, I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that it is impossible to get rid of these lines. I'm pretty sure for those of you tech junkies out there who are adept at this sort of thing would get rid of these lines. But because of my little lights and the reflection of it's in there, and I don't know what to do about it. For those of you that are experts and that are connoisseurs in the digital world, please tell me what to do. It's very difficult. I didn't have that reflection with these glasses, I must tell you. This is one of the reasons I love this pair. I'm going to get this pair fixed. I am. And the moment I do, you will be the first ones to know. This, my brothers and sisters, is a pen. It is not a magic wand. Right. Shall we get started? Guys, tell me in the comments below. Share this live if you can. I'd be very grateful. I'm over here at my office, Simoson Building, plot number 8585 on the corner of Kalusha Walia and Simon Moore Lane, otherwise known as Lucia and Simon. The corner of Lucia and Simon. This is where I am. And please, thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to spend a few moments with me. You look like you didn't apply lotion on your skin this morning. Trust the Facebook person to point that out. I'll tell you what, I do. You guys have no idea what it's like being me out here for you. It is an up and down, pride swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay? I bent over backwards to look good for you. I'm grateful. You really are ungrateful, honestly, really. Guys, let's get into it. The very first thing I want to talk about is, as many of you know, do you know I don't like it when people smack and snap their lips. You know, when they're talking and they do this. Oh, it drives me nuts. Honestly, really, it just drives me up the wall. But every so often I do it. And then when I do it, I catch myself doing it, and then I drive myself nuts. Okay? So the key is to, when you're speaking, try not to smack, click your tongue in there. Like at the end of your sentence, don't go, and we cross the street. Don't do that. Just ease into it. What's the first thing we're talking about today? Sometimes let me just double check here what it is. I know I wrote it down. I know I wrote it, but I still need reference, for goodness sake. Okay, right. Alice Rowlands. Many of you know, Melanin Queen, very striking young lady, Alice Rowlands. Alice, believe it or not, among other political luminaries, Alice Rowlands, for those of you that don't know who she is, give you some background. She is she's not a supermodel. She's she's a pageant queen. She's one of these runway models that's literally built like she was deliberately designed to do that. She is adept at being a fashionista and a pageant queen. Well, and she's very well known for her melanin. She's got this beautiful, radiant, dark skin that just, it's dark, but it lights up a room when she walks into a room. That's just how magnetic this young girl is. Many people don't realize that Alice Rowlands, among many other people, Alice Rowlands was instrumental in ushering in the UPND government. Her and what's the lady's name? Kasonde, the lawyer. Many people were instrumental in removing the PF regime, that is to say, voting them out, and installing, that is to say, electing the UPND. Alice's voice was one of the voices that spoke very strongly against the brutality of the PF and things like that, even though she has a very strong affinity for the former head of state. Former and late President Lungu, Alice was very, she loved the former president. We all did. We all loved the former president. But she made it clear that some of the components of the PF were unpalatable and that she felt that the country deserved a new direction. She was one of many people that said and thought that. Now, along the way, she sort of fell into the crosshairs. You know what a crosshair is? You know when you have a rifle and then you've got the telescope on the rifle and you look into in the telescope. There are two lines. You see, the intersection of those two lines is the target. Hunters know what I'm talking about. Those are called crosshairs. And the reason they call them that is because they make a cross. The reason they say hair is because they're thin as a hair. We're in Classmate, we are. Anyway, she found herself in Lily Lunatic Matambo's crosshairs. And the thing about Lily Lunatic is that she will take tiny snippets of your life, and then she will add a huge, gigantic lie and attach it to that little tiny truth to the point where the lie eclipses, you know the word eclipse, it covers. It covers the little tiny truth, and all you see is the big, gigantic lie that Lily Lunatic has told you. Now, to you and I, we see it for what it is, because, you know, we've been on social media long enough to know how to separate the wheat from the chaff, how to separate the lamb from the goats, how to separate the fake from the authentic. You and I know that because we're media smart. But there is a remnant, there is a cluster, there is a little tiny grouping of Lily Lunatic Mutambo's followers that are literally under her spell, and they believe everything she says. I mean, literally. You know, she's a cult leader. She has groomed her followers to literally believe every lie she spews. So Alice Rowlands fell directly in front of Lily's crosshairs, and she began to take shots at Alice. I mean, these were gargantuan shots that were unthinkable, shots that were just so vile. You know the word vile? They were so putrid, they were so repulsive, they were so repugnant. But these are things that she just made up. I mean, Lily just made this stuff up, you know, in an effort to discredit Rowlands. Now, not to say that Rowlands is perfect, none of us are perfect, but what I'm telling you is that Lily Lunatic deliberately did this. Big lie, small truth, magnified the lie, eclipsed the truth to serve her followers. And, you know, if you know anything about Rowlands, you know she's very sensitive because she went through hell with Chela Tukuta by her own admission. I'm not revealing anything to you that is under wraps or that is secret. This is information that she shared herself. She constantly talked about. At one time, Chela Tukuta administered intense mental anguish on Rowlands. I mean, to the point where it affected her physically, it affected her mentally, it caused a lot of emotional anguish on the part of Rowlands, meted out by Chela Tukuta. So Rowlands is a very sensitive person, as we all are, because we're human, okay? So when Lily Lunatic decided to attack Rowlands, initially, you remember, Rowlands she laid low for a couple of days, because the thing about Rowlands is that she never shoots from the hip. Do you know what that means, to shoot from the hip? She doesn't have a knee-jerk reaction to everything. Unlike mwewa, honey, I throw barrels from the hip. Okay, I am the hip shoot king. Tell you what, you come for me, I will come for you. You come at me, I'm coming at you. Right there in real time. If you come at me in 1 second, I'm coming at you in 2. Rowlands is not like that. Rowlands she susses out the terrain first. She sees what you're saying. She sort of looks at you with disapproving eyes, sort of gives you a once-over, boom, and then she gets you. So here it is. Rowlands has filed a defamation lawsuit against Lily Lunatic Crazy Mutamz. Tell you what, she low-key gay, that girl. I'm telling you, that Lily Lunatic Mutamz, she gives me low-key lesbian vibes. I'm telling you, boy, underneath all that fat veneer, homegirl low-key lesbian. I'm telling you right now. You run and tell that. So anyway, Rowlands sued Lily Lunatic Mutamz. What is the very first thing Lily Lunatic Mutamz did when she heard that Rowlands had filed a lawsuit, a 5 million kwacha lawsuit? Tell me in the comments, is it 5 million or 50 million? Because, you know, in lawsuits these days, you never keep track. I mean, you lose track literally. You know, today one person is suing you for 1 million, another it's 10 million. I lose track. So what is it? Is it 5 million or 50 million? Tell me. Tell me in the comments. I know you guys know this because you have your finger on the proverbial pulse. Sometimes these little facts escape me because I'll omit a zero here and there. But not you guys. You do not miss a beat. One of you is going to tell me right now exactly what it is. Exactly the amount that Rowlands is suing Lily Lunatic Crazy Mutamz. for? What is it? It's 5 million. I knew it was 5 million. That was on the tip of my tongue. $5 million. Now, the very first thing Lily Lunatic Mutamz said, or did, was that she burst out laughing. She psycho, that chick, boy. Tell you what, she's Lucifer in a dress. She's Satan in heels, boy. She's the devil woman. Who do you know gets sued for 5 million and then they burst out laughing? There's only one person I know who can do such a foolish, hardy thing. Is Lily Lunatic Mutamz. She's crazy as hell. I will tell you now. Homegirl burst out laughing. Now, let me tell you why she burst out laughing. The reason is very simple. Number one, the lunatic somehow thinks that she's untouchable. Why? Because she lives in a 3-bedroom flat in England. It's not 5 bedrooms, it's 3 bedrooms. Let's not be misled by her false bravado and all that nonsense. Because she feels she lives in a 3-bedroom house in England, she feels somehow shielded from any sort of legal action. That's the reason she can be so pompous, so upper-lipped, stiff-lipped, and sort of aristocratical behavior. Because she's above all of it. After all, she's Lily Lunatic Mutamz. Untouchable. No one can touch her. She's next to God, she is. She's a deity. Ero chila nkalifi umutima nganachimona. Bwana. Umulopa no umutima uchisafe. She thinks she's untouchable. Honey, let her get on a plane and land in Zambia, and let her be served in a court of law. In Zambia, we say, akashana perekete, or is it impulukuto? Somebody please explain that to me. Don't play around with the court system. You can only laugh at a court order or at a summons. Muzambe tutila Simon. You can only laugh at a court summons when you are not here. Bwana, when you are here, there's no laughing. You have to appear there. You have to avail yourself there at the court. And when you go there, it's no laughing matter. That is the reason she has the luxury of laughing, because she's not here. Let her land here and let her be saved. Bwana, it's a completely different story. Where there was once laughing, there will be gnashing and crying of teeth. Fidechi pingo chaland. When she's saved and she goes to court, she will know why a bat is the only mammal that can fly. She will know it. She will know why a polar bear is the color white. She'll know it. So those are just the acts of foolishness that will play themselves out eventually. So we wait and see. In the meantime, she has the luxury. Lily Lunatic Mutamz has the luxury of laughing whilst she's in that country. A country that doesn't even belong to her. But let her come home. Let her face justice. The way we all face justice. Me, when I was wrong, or I wasn't wrong, I deflated the tires. I didn't slash the tires. I was convicted because I didn't say anything when it came time for me to speak. I kept quiet. So silence is not always golden, number one. Number two, I didn't hire a lawyer. I deflated the tires. I didn't slash the tires. At court there was nothing like, this is Mr. Mwewa. Where on earth does that even exist? This is Mr. Mwewa. Who's Mr. Mwewa? He's just a chap from City Market, Simoson. Chap. So if you are perceived to break the law, that is your Waterloo. That is your Waterloo. That is your problem. And you dance to the music. And they'll make you dance in purukutu. Or is it perekete? Guys, tell me what it is. What's the correct? Because I always mess that up. I always say, but they'll make you dance in purukutu. Or is it perekete? Tell me what is it in the comments. Just tell me the proper saying, so that I don't have to sit here and misquote the actual saying. What's the saying? Is it they'll make you dance in purukutu, or they'll make you dance in perekete? Tell me what is it? I can't even see that. Pelete. Pelete? Is it pelete? All right. Right. Alrighty. So we'll wait and see how that comes out. And let me just add here, all of you are aware that for a long time, and this lends to the idea of Lily Lunatic being such a big liar. For a long time, she went on air and she said Waimi had been killed by the UPND government. He had been slaughtered. The brother was murdered. He was killed, hit on the head with a billy club. He's no more. No, I'm not guilty on 2 counts of hate speech. No, me, I'm not guilty. But evidence full. By social media. Full. He's just up. No, I'm not guilty. Chikwala cha muntu chija. Uja enda uja. Muziba kuenda imwe. Uja ni olo. Ni olo uja. Uja wazamulonga. Wazamuchitalongiksi. Kabili na kwata record kulia. He's not a first offender anymore. Area for the same thing. How dumb and how foolish can you be? You commit the same thing twice and then you say you're not guilty. Oh, should feel these chaps. Buy it. They are going. Okay. What's the next one? Miller Ngoma. You know, in 2022, a young man approached me on the street on Simon Moore Lane, and he was giving me some sob story about him being a ZNS officer and that he was wrongfully dismissed and all that. And I was trying not to pay attention to him because to me he sort of looked like a vagrant. Because, you know, I deal with vagrants all the time. A vagrant is someone that, you know, a junk. In Zambia, we call them junkies. I just thought he was junkie. And I see them coming from a mile away. Not to judge, but, you know, I have been on the streets for years. I can see you coming a mile away. So anyway, he starts talking to me, and I'm trying to not pay attention to him. Well, come to find out, he served in ZNS, Zambia National Service, but he was dismissed because of drug abuse. Of course, the story he told me was very different. He said I was wrongfully dismissed. So I put him on air, and Zambian audiences, Zambian people, you must, let me side note here and make it very, very clear. Zambians are very giving people. As long as you're struggling. As long as Zambians feel that you need an upper leg, you need somebody to help you, you're down on your luck, you're going through a turbulent Zambians, Zambians don't like it when you're doing well. When you're prospering, when you're winning, when all pistons are firing on all cylinders. If you're doing well, no, but when you are down on your luck, ala ngatatua mupele mpia ala fwa lelo nini wangu tusonkeshe So Zambians are very good at helping people who are down on their luck. Just not when you're doing well. They hate you for that. It's a jealousy thing. Anyway, let's not focus on that. So Uyumila was a young lady that came to my office. And she was distraught. Her heart was just, oh, aleta ma phone impia, katushinga ni 5 pin yo baletereyo na phone. Alele filambo mkashano, filamba fi Africa no. Let you know, I watched Mila pa SML. Alo mutima wandishalele. Naleta phone nempia, ndeti mkashano oleba careful letekanya. Uyu niskedem. Na nshaponi jishwati niskedem. He can't be Kabolala. Not what I saw. I just have to help him. I said, okay, my dear, no problem. Now, to me, Mila phone. I said, he comes, the girl gives him money, Katrina needs 3 pin, 5 pin, na phone, and she even says, you have nowhere to stay. Come and stay with me until you get back on your feet. Nati mukashana te kanyo mutima. Uyu ala kuingira mu bedroom ngatauli careful. We mukashano randa isawika rene. Are you nuts? A total stranger kuti bwela onkare na ine. That is completely nonsense. I said, don't do that. Because if you get raped, guess it's going to come to me. No, you, Mr. Mwewa, you knew that this chap was a vagabond. You allowed me to take him to my house. I said, don't do that. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put yourself in harm's way. If you know I'm pera 5 pin na phone, pera. No, tiate ale isa kunganda kumobe. Ale lala munganda kumobe. A stranger. Akakuria. He shall devour you. Then shtaika shut up. Then gonna have a men bab. Kill him. Okay. So, and then you're not going to believe this. When I went to Mwembeshi for 6 days, I met him there, Miller. I saw him there. And of course, I didn't want to talk to him. He came to my little dorm room and he was trying to chit chat. I said, Miller, please get to stepping. Step away from me before I knock you off your feet. Why I oughta knock you on? I said, Miller, there's going to be 2 hits if you don't step back. Okay? Get to stepping. All right? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. There's going to be 2 hits. I'm going to hit you and you're going to hit the ground. But Mr. Mwe, what's the problem? I just want to talk to you. I said, Miller, I don't want you anywhere near me. Step away, man. Or else I'm going to make you. Well, you want a knuckle sandwich? I said to him. I said, why I oughta knock you one. Anyway, he left. Come to find out, he was sent to Mwembeshi for stealing tons of chickens at some farm here in Lusaka. Chickens, can you believe this? Tell you what, I thought I'd heard it all. I thought I had heard it all. Come to find out, brother got sent to prison for stealing chickens. That's the update for Miller. That's where last I heard, that's where he was stationed. What's the last thing? What's the last thing? There were 3 things. Oh, Lily Lunatic Matam's secret weapon against me. Here it is. Are you ready to hear it? Oh, this one's a doozy. This one's a doozy. Tell me in the comments if you're ready to hear this. Tell me. Lily Lunatic Matam's weapon against me, secret weapon against me, is this. You know, the whole time I knew about this woman, she always reached out to me. She would always send me a message, always write to me, always. Then she started sending me money to give to people. You know, 10,000 here, 10,000 there, give this one, give that one. And I would do it, you know. Then I realized she's using me to up her profile. She's using my platform to paint her as a kind, benevolent, warm-hearted person when, honey, she is anything but. Woo! If I've ever seen a Jezebel in the flesh, boy, it's that Lily Lunatic Matam's. She is the devil woman. She's gonna get you now. She is the devil. What? That skank. When I say skank, I don't mean skunk. Okay, a skank is a very unpleasant person, very vile. Na zimba wa mapo. Zimba di shilo. Low-key gay too. But Lily Lunatic Mutamz is vile. I mean, I can't stand that Zimba guy. I can't. I think he's crazy as hell. But this Lily Lunatic girl, boy, I'll tell you what, I would rather speedboat through a sewer pond. Did it cut? Tell me in the comments if it cut. I would rather speedboat through a sewer pond than to sit in the same room with Lily Mutamz. I'm telling you the truth. I would rather walk barefooted on Cairo Road on broken glass than to sit in a car with Lily Lunatic Mutamz. I would rather take a cigarette and put it out in my right inner thigh than to sit in a room with that skank. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. I got lots of work to do. I got a meeting this afternoon. Love you. Bye.